We'll start with Aaron Portzline. Go ahead, Aaron.
Thanks, Glenn. Good morning, Lars. What can you tell us at this juncture about Max Domi? Is he good enough to play tonight?
Max can be in tonight. Yep.
That's awesome. How we talked to you about this with his shoulder. He came back early from that. I think this is a day earlier than 2 weeks with the ribs. How impressed are you with his magnificent healing powers?
Yeah, you know what? Max is Max. He's been determined from the summer to get back from that shoulder injury, and we've tried to be really cautious and smart about it because you don't want to put the player in a bad position. But the way he felt and going through the doctors, everybody okayed it. And same with this one. You're thinking it could be longer term, and Max feels good. He's the doctors checked off on it. So and he was playing well when he played for us. I really, especially game 1. Game 2 was a messed up game because he kind of got dinged early there, and then he had to leave because of the the spotter on the concussion. So that was another 15 or 20 minutes out. So it was kind of messed up for him that game. But he looks good. He looks explosive, and he's ready to go. So he's going to play.
How do you get him in there? I know it's a tough call for you. How do you fit him in?
He's going to go in. He's going to go in and place a Chinnikov.
Okay. So Chinnikov, healthy scratch?
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Mark Scheid. Go ahead, Mark.
Thank you, Glenn. Lars, on Domi, are you seeing just a different player in a more normal year? Motivation to be able to come back. But are you just seeing a more comfortable player in your mind?
Well, so far, again, we're one game in where he's played and really part of another. So, but the feel's been different since even camp. His motivation's been high. His energy's been great. His preparation, even when he wasn't skating with us, when he was skating with Kenny McCudden and talking to Kenny about him, he was flying. He was working his tail off. I think, again, it was just a little bit of a fresh start. It was a tough year in a lot of ways for him last year, and he was looking forward to this year, and it showed. I've seen it in his attitude, is the way he's been preparing, and so I'm hoping to carry that right into these regular season games now.
Are there any other lineup changes tonight, Brad?
No, that's it on lineup.
So Merzlikins is starting.
Cool.
Elvis is in, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Dave Metzel. Go ahead, Dave.
Lars, again, another question on Domi. Ribs hurt, bruised ribs, cracked ribs, broken ribs, whatever. What does it say about his toughness? And I know hockey players are tough, but what kind of message does that send throughout the room when a guy wants to come back that he's willing to play with a little pain like that?
Yeah, you want guys who want to play, and that doesn't mean when they're injured they don't want to play. It's just, Max he's been resilient in these injuries. He's been banged up a little bit, but I was concerned when he's telling me he wants to play, and that's why we've had a lot of conversation with the docs and just to make sure, and with Max himself, you don't want to put him in a bad position, but it's great. Whenever a guy wants to play and is hungry, he's doing everything he can to get back to play. That's a great sign.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Lars. I know Chinnikov hasn't scored a goal yet, but did you like what you got out of him, while Max was gone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's not out due to poor play. There's a couple of things I'm going to show him just on the coaching side of it, but I think he's building and trending in the right direction. It's Max wants to play, and I got to make room for him. So someone has to come out, and he's the guy this time. But it's, there's a good situation to come out, and he's in that. It's not because he hasn't performed well. Again, has he been awesome? No, but is he adjusting and getting better every game? I believe he is, and I think he's trending the right way. And he's a player that's I'm excited about. He's got a lot of upside to him, and he's like I said, the needle's pointing in the right direction in how he's playing.
Is one of those areas that you're talking about with him trending the right way, is that away from the puck and just his play in general there?
Yeah, it's all about building trust, right? We've talked about this before. As a young player coming into this league and not having any knowledge of him other than just where he was drafted, once you put eyes on him and you see a skill set, that's great. But in a game situation, it's about building trust with the coach and how much rope can I give him? How much responsibility can I give him? And the more he shows it, the more rope he gets. And he's showing that. He's, again, there's a few things to continue to teach, but I mean, as a young man and, with a language barrier and coming from a different league and everything, he's done a real good job and he's absorbing it. He's a smart player. He is. And, I'm excited to see where his game goes here in the future.
Yeah, last thing on him, he's got that shot. Obviously, we've seen right from the get go, I guess. Is there? I mean, still pretty confident belief that that's going to be a tough thing for NHL goalies to handle at some point.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot, a little bit what Hoffman was dealing with. It's when you play big ice for a lot of years, you have more time and space, and this is the hardest league in the world against the best players. It's on a small ice. So the one thing he's got a really good release. It's not like a slow release. Some guys can shoot hard, but they take too much time to get it off.
Yeah.
That's not the adjustment. The adjustment is the pace of the game, the people around you, finding those pockets where you can get your shot off, because he can get it off quick. And that's what's just going to come with playing. And I think in being around it and feeling the intensity and the time and space of the game.
Also, I lied. I have one quick one. Keeping him up here, is that still the best? I mean, obviously he's here, so that's at this point you guys are saying that's the best developmental thing, is kind of keep him around the NHL and let you guys kind of develop him here, even if he's not playing every night.
He won't sit here and not play. Right now we're in a situation where he's next man up, and but he's not going to be here 2-3 weeks not playing. I can tell you that.
Okay, thank you.